Hey guys, it's Quickie Baby, and this video is going to let you know everything that you need to know about the ammo rack changes in 9.0, and what better way to test the 9.0 ammo rack changes than by playing 30 Leopard 1s. So we're playing on the live stream. I've told everyone to make a circle, and they've done a pretty good job of it. Next, we're going to have a volunteer come into the middle, Coldius. I'm going to pick out some gunmen, and we're going to ready up. So firstly, we're going to watch it in real time. You could see the turret blow off there. Oh my gosh. How crazy was that? Now we'll watch it in slow motion. So this is in 16 times slow motion, guys. Look at the turret of the Leopard 1 blow sky high. Completely off the tank. A gigantic explosion. Looks absolutely incredible. Especially in max graphics, which is running better than ever before in 9.0. And you can see we start to move backwards, trying to naturally, as you would expect, to get out of the way of the turret. Absolutely incredible. Okay, so you've seen one ammo rack. How about seeing about 10 more? But before that, you can see that once the turret has been blown off, it becomes a completely movable bit of terrain. You cannot shoot through it. Sometimes it's hard to drive over it. And unfortunately, there are still graphical bugs that they will be hopefully ironing out before 9.0 reaches the regular server. Still, it is definitely worth thinking about the very large turrets, such as, for example, on the mouse or the T110E4, are going to become sizable objects that you can hide your lower plate behind, as an example. And as you can see there, someone just shot it. Completely unable to penetrate it, and shells do ricochet off the turrets as well. But anyway, guys, why have this many Leopard 1s around and not do the honorable thing, and that's blow up as many tanks as possible? Here we go. Boom. I love the way that the sounds that the turret makes when it hits the ground as well. It goes like prunk. One thing that's interesting as well that I'd just like to highlight is that you can actually go inside the tanks now. Obviously the grass sticks through, that's something they're going to have to think about. But yeah, look inside this Leopard 1 tank. It's pretty awesome. But you can go inside the vehicles now as well. Boom! Oh, it never gets boring. I love the way that he had his tank mounted upwards so the turret blew off in the direction that his tank was facing. Oh, it's so good. Another one! That's 2 for 1. Schlump. Let's look inside his burning wreck. Oi! Another one. Three in a row, 3 in a row. So just looking over the huge amount of destruction that we caused. The beautiful wrecks of 30 leopards. Oh, about 1 in 3 lost their turrets, I'd say, once we learned specifically where to be shooting the leopard to hit its ammo rack. I must say that the new ammo rack effects in World of Tanks are amazing, and the fact that all of the turrets remain able to be pushed around is something that really is going to have high impacts on the gameplay, if it happens, because of course AMRACKS are not very common, but considering that the turret does now become an object which you can hide behind and use as cover, it's going to provide lots of opportunities. Also very interesting is the fact that the turret blows off the tank, so if you have an equal height tank, you can use that wreck as a perfect location to go hull down over as well. So one thing you might be asking is what happens if a turret falls on a tank? Well, let me show you. So we've gathered in our Leopard Club again. However, we've got a far more malicious plan this time. We're all going to box together as close as we can. Then we're going to reverse. We're going to see what happens when an ammo rack causes a turret to land on another vehicle. So there we can see the turret flying off. I have put this in slow motion, that's why you're getting a bit of frame rate issues. The turret lands flush on this Leopard, and oh, I can't believe the luck. It landed completely down, and it looks like this Leopard has a second turret. Now what we're going to see is the Leopard slowly gets crushed. I'm going to put my UI back on so you can see its health. We can see its health ticking down there. And he can actually get the turret off him. If he was to go forwards and backwards, he could actually get the turret to leave him. The turret is slowly crushing him. I'm sure this is something that is going to get worked on. And if he really wanted to, he could go forwards and backwards and get the turret off. One thing that you're seeing that's interesting here is that people are actually shooting the turret, and they can't actually shoot his Leopard because the turret is actually protecting his turret from their shots. And eventually, you will die from the turret. And you create kind of like a bi-turreted Leopard. How ridiculous does that look? So that's what you need to know about the turret. They can destroy your tank. I'm very interested to see examples as it comes into live of mouse turrets blowing off and hitting very lightly armored or even very weak tanks, hopefully crushing them. And I've got one final video for you to show you what happens when a mouse gets ammo-racked. Here we go. So here we go. 30 mice are meeting in the middle of the battlefield again, ready to begin the ammo rack testing. So here's your mouse moment, guys. You're going to see what happens when the biggest tank in World of Tanks with the largest amount of ammo gets ammo racked. And do remember that the turret on the mouse weighs more than most tier 9 medium tanks. Kaboom. We're watching in 16 times slower than normal. Here we can see the turret flying off. That 50, 60 ton turret, I believe it is. And ka-smash. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on the 9.0 ammo rack changes. I absolutely love them. It makes the game so much more explosive, and when an ammo rack happens, it really is like an oh my god moment. The explosions that happen are absolutely incredible. Graphically, they look awesome. Total props to Wargaming for sort of highlighting one of the aspects of the game that I know that we all love. The fact that the turret does get blown off will also provide very interesting opportunities to the gameplay. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, please do consider rating it down below. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps me out. And let me know in the comments what you thought about these ammo rack explosions and what you think about the fact that flying ammo racks are going to have on the gameplay. I've got loads of other 9.0 updates available, and it's worth mentioning that all of these people who managed to get into this video, a big thank you to all of you, and that they were my live stream viewers. And if you want to have opportunities like this, you might want to check out twitch.tv/QuickieBaby, where you can see me play World of Tanks live. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.